All right, 10-4.
And good evening, folks. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. I am Richard Hurst, and tonight we have two special guests in the booth with me while Jeremy is out trying to put down some laps and trying to win a race. But tonight we have Dustin Hall and his sister, Callie Ann. Dustin, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Richard, doing pretty good tonight. Happy to be here to help you out here with this broadcast of this Numb Thumbs Gaming 150 lapper at Nashville Super Speedway. It's great to be here. Excited about our third guest, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so you have been out on the track and you made a couple laps. Tell me, what do you think we're expecting to see tonight?
Yeah, I ran a few ghost laps here in this practice session with these guys. It's going to be I'd say it's going to be a very tight rope to walk with that throttle pedal. Um, if you rush the corner too hard or with too much wheel, the car wants to step out.
Not getting light. Hello?
You've got to feel a lot of you got to feel a lot with the throttle. And when what I mean when I say that is the car wants to be yawed here, whether it be because of the lighter fuel load, the less downforce on the diffuser, whatever it is, the thing wants to be yawed. And as we all know with these next gen cars, once they start to step out, they don't want to straighten out. You've got to fully get out of that throttle. If you do too abruptly, you raise the rear even further, less air to that diffuser, and it'll spin even faster. So it's really a tightrope these guys are going to be walking. I noticed that the first 2 or 3 laps are very, very sketchy. So they'll need to take care of it, take care of each other, be mindful of that and those around them. And also on entry to the corners, especially turn 3, if you enter too low, it'll definitely step out and it'll get bad.
Well, maybe you should have been in there giving them some pointers from your point of view, because we definitely know you have a lot of racing experience. If you want to tell the folks at home how much experience that you have and where you run, might get you some views out there.
I appreciate that, Richard. Mostly I'm just here for you guys, but if you give me the opportunity to plug, I will. I race in the 100 Cup Series. Awesome league to race in. We, in fact, 6 weeks in, this was our first race on Saturday night that we did not have a full field of 40 cars. It was Bristol dirt, so it was probably a good thing. In fact, I myself stepped out, did not race that one. Figured I would be more of a menace to everybody around and not fair to those who put in the prep. So I kind of sidestepped that one, actually jumped in the booth and helped broadcast that one as a pit reporter. That was a lot of fun. Aside from that, I am on Team Conti. We have 4 drivers in the Coca-Cola iRacing series. I'm the crew chief for the 97 of Logan Clampett. Spend my time building setups for EPI and for Team Conti. And that's basically the whole kit and caboodle of what I do here on iRacing.
Well, that sounds pretty exciting. I always like watching you, and I definitely enjoyed being in the booth with the 100% series for that Bristol dirt race. And, definitely a long, brutal race, but it was a lot of fun being there.
Yeah, definitely. It was. I think we ended up with what 20, 21. I don't know. A lot of cautions.
21 cautions. Yeah, I think that was about right. 21, 22. So watching everybody qualifying is definitely ticking down. We've seen a couple people restart their qualifying. They did not make that first lap. Maybe they didn't have a feel for the car just yet, but they did reset their qualifying. And so far we have Blake Crane sitting on the pole, and these times are subject to change as everybody makes their laps. But Blake Crane on the pole with a 30.63. And I did hear our other commentator in the background, and that is Miss Callie Ann. You there?
I'm here.
Well, good evening, Miss Callie Ann. Welcome to the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. Glad to have you and Dustin in the booth. If you want to give the folks at home a little bit about yourself. The floor is yours.
I don't have a lot to say. I'm not into. I don't do a lot of iRacing. I've never driven a car. I've just watched. Um, don't have a ton of experience, but my son is Jimmy from Jimmy Strong, and so I just want to thank you guys for all your support for that.
Absolutely. Well, watching is still experience, no matter if you're calling the race or just sitting on the couch watching it. You've been around it. We've heard that you know a lot about it because you were around the track a lot. So, yes, glad to have you here, even though you said it's been quite a few years since you've been around the track. But
Yeah,
experience is experience.
that's right.
All right, 15 viewers out there between Twitch and Facebook. We appreciate y'all stopping by. And we should be wrapping up qualifying here very shortly as we are going to watch Jeremy go
Tune
around
into
the track.
There you go. You may want to tune into the 8 car of Chris Muth Jr. He put down a pretty good lap in practice. He has sat and waited for this track to cool off a little bit. Watch that temperature. Track did not cool off. It's still at 116 degrees, but he was quick in practice. He may make a bid up there for putting it on the pole here.
And usually in the Next Gen Cup Series, we have a battle of the beers. We got Richard Gray. He's going to be in the Michelob car. That's the Michelob man. Of course, the 8 is going to be in the Bud car. And we have the 71 who is going to be driving the Bud Light car. So we usually have a battle of the beers here in the Next Gen Cup Series. So fun to watch those guys go at it. And I think I see some new names in here. That's going to be Paul Durkee. Looks like. Oh, Mr. Puddin gave us a like. Appreciate that. I do have to say, for Nashville Super Speedway, it looks pretty slow.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the. I mean, I don't know what it is, if it's low banking or if it's the concrete surface or what it is, but this track really does not drive like the standard mile and a halfer. It feels like those turns are a lot tighter than they actually are, radius wise, not width wise, but groove wise it is narrow. You got a nice second lane. Third lane may develop as an alternative for these loose race cars. When you do feel that looseness, one way to curb that is to run higher on the track. Problem with that is you'll burn that right rear off a little bit more. Both tires, to be honest with you, but with that right rear burned off a little more, if you do have to get back to the bottom, you're gonna find that very, very difficult to keep the car under you.
Absolutely, and as as Christopher Muth did finish his qualifying lap, he moved up to the 3rd position, so he's about 0.11 seconds behind our leader of Blake Crane. So nobody been able to touch him as of yet, and we have Joe Roberts in the 2nd position for now, but we still have Mr. McMillan out there on the track in that 21 Ford Mustang. He is, I think he's on his last lap as of right now. Actually, I think it ended on him. And it did. It ended on him. He was not able to complete his lap, but he is sitting in 10th position. So we'll show our grid here, and we'll go through. I'll go through the top 10, and if one of y'all want to take the 10th through 20th, that'll be fine. So, starting in the first position, we got Mr. Blake Crane in the number 35, number 16 of Joe Roberts starting in 2nd. The 8 of Christopher Muth is going to be starting in 3rd. We got Kevin Della, I hope I said that right, in the 43 Ford Mustang. Mr. Justin Lawson starting in 5th in that number 20 Chevrolet. 6th, we got Mr. Derek Bearded Wonder Welch sitting in 6th. We have Ryan I'm not even going to butcher his name, but Ryan is starting in the 7th position in that number 663. Zeth Holly sitting in 8th in his Chevrolet Camaro. 9th, we have Mr. Blaine Woodruff in that number 71 Ford Mustang. 10th, we have Mike McMillan in the 21 Ford Mustang.
Rolling off 11th, the number 6, Paul Durkee. 12th will be the 44 of Dana Shepard. 13th will be Anthony Ferrante in the 59 car. 14th will be Paul Ferdiani. There you go. Sorry about that. Some tough names in this crowd.
I'll tell you.
Rolling off 15th, 45 Mark Collins. 16th, Danny Puddin Salzgaber in the number 98 car. 17th will be the number 5 of Stephen Naylor. 18th, the 92, Nolka Okoriview. 19th, the man, the legend, number 3, Jeremy Robbins. And rolling off 20th will be the 110 of Richard Gray.
And 21st, we're going to have Double O Joe in his 00 Ford Mustang. And Justin Morrow in the 46 Chevrolet Camaro is going to be started 26th. And looks like Joe Bennett is actually going to the back. But 23rd is probably going to be... They're switching positions. I'm sorry. He got a EOL from last week. So the 22nd position is going to be Mr. Tom Barish, and wrapping up 23rd is going to be Double O Joe. So getting ready to go green here. Pace car lights are off, and we are green flag racing. 35 must have been sleeping just a little bit. He did not get, the restart that we were hoping to see. But Joe Roberts is going to be fighting on that outside. Like you said, Dustin, they are going to be trying to take it easy the first couple laps until these tires start warming up.
Yeah, I see top, I'd say 2nd through 8th, they're under a blanket. I personally would probably want a little more space at this point, just judging by how edgy these cars drive right off the bat on cold tires. But they seem to do a very good job getting through 3 and 4 as they start to find single file.
Yeah, Joe Roberts, our current leader, he was sitting in 2nd position riding in that Klondike Ford Mustang. Oh, he gets a little bit squirrely and has a checkup just a little bit. 35 checked up right behind him, and that's going to allow the 43 come to the outside and try to take over that lead, and he is going to do it, and that's Mr. Kevin Della.
Our pole sitter seems to be having a little bit of trouble falling back, maybe just letting these guys go at it. He had a couple close calls there, nearly getting into the, I believe it was the 16 to the right rear there into turn 3. Maybe just backing it off to find some clear track, get a little heat in those tires.
Well, 2 by 2 as they come down the back stretch, from probably 4th on back. Oh, Derek Welch is a little bit sideways, and it looks like Mr. Tom Bars, he has went off the track. Let's go back there and see what we can see with him. Yeah, he has lost a lot of momentum with Nolka in that number 92. He's making a pass on him.
Yeah, seeing a lot of guys get squirrely. They are gathering it back up. I'm seeing a lot of patience. From both those getting free, getting loose, and those around them to give them space to gather it back up. It's great to see. We are starting lap 5 of this race and no cautions.
Absolutely. Well, I haven't heard from our other commentator. I wonder if she's enjoying this so far. You could jump in anytime you'd like, Mrs. Callahan.
Thank you. I don't have anything to say.
Oh.
You guys are doing great.
Well, we got the seal of approval from her.
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. That's all it takes. Well, you can be our in-race reporter if you like. So at a stage break or so, you can go down and collect information if you'd like. But that's totally up to you. Well, looks like the number 20 of Justin Lawson, he's up 3 positions from where he started. It looks like Joe Roberts is either saving tires or is off pace. I'm not exactly sure of which one, but Justin Lawson has taken over the second position, and Kevin in that number 43 Ford Mustang, he has pretty much checked out. He's over 1.3 seconds away from the field as he comes over the start-finish line. He's pretty much in command of this thing.
Walking away, he's got the best lap of the race at a 30.65. Was the fastest last lap by nearly a tenth over second place. Third place of Joe Roberts got some good pace. He ran an 88 to the leader's 84. As soon as we see him clear P2, there may be a battle on.
Well, from fourth back to eighth, these guys are riding nose to tail. They're going to probably try to work together. How much is the draft really effective here at Nashville? Do you have any clue there, Dustin?
Well, one thing about when you go out on a track as a ghost car, when you can drive as a spectator, those cars can't see you, but you can see them, and the air from those cars affect yours. When I was up behind somebody, I could really see that mile per hour, the speed just creep up. I could see my relative on my Delta really start to turn to the green. Got trouble there, Richard?
Yes, the number 6 got really out of shape. We also had an indicator of Puddin crashing. We can go back and see what happened to him.
Jeremy Robbins as well in the 3 car.
Oh no!
Down on pit road, missed the pit commitment cone. Looks like he just pulled it on down. He's got him a black meatball flag.
Oh no! Well, as we can see, the Keystone Light car right there, the number 98, hits the wall very hard. Was able to keep it straight. That's why the caution did not come out. So he's probably going to be coming down pit road using one of those fast repairs. Jeremy Robbins is in the pit still.
Yeah, I see he did use a quick repair. Don't let me step on you there, Callie.
He had some damage there on the right side of his car. I didn't see what happened to him, but I saw the damage before he got his repairs done.
Well, let's see if it does show that he went off the track. Let's see if we can get a view of what happened to him. There you see Jeremy Robbins in that number 3. We're probably going to have to back up just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he was wall riding just a bit. Coming out of 2 and 3.
Oh, that's crazy. He ended up with a meatball black flag from that contact in the 98. Looked like he hit the wall a heck of a lot harder.
Yeah. All 4 wheels were off the ground when he smacked it. It looks like Blake Crane has went off track. So these cars are starting to break loose quite a bit. We're only at lap 12 of 150. So are those tires starting to wear out? Are they driving them too hard is my question.
I would think so. We saw the number 20, very, very of Justin Lawson, very methodical with his approach early on. And he and the leader now of Kevin, Delia, they're the only 2 running in the 32nd bracket at the moment. Everybody else is running 31.2s, 31.1s. I do see that Derek Welch back in 7th place also ran a 30.96. But looks like nobody can really touch Kevin and Justin, and I do wonder if they just saved their tires just a little bit better, brought the heat up slower, and are benefiting from that now.
Yeah, I do believe you're right, as we got a little battle heating up between the 663 and the 8. 663 looks like he is a little bit better and utilizing that draft, but he did lose a little bit of ground as he came out of turn 2, going into turn 3. He's riding the higher line, entering up a little bit higher and coming down a little low and coming back to that outside, going through the tri-oval. He's losing a lot of ground, so he might have to switch up that line. He was doing really good, making up ground, and then he lost it. Let's see if we can find another exciting battle. It is pretty much spread out.
Yeah, we're on lap 15 now. Again, no caution-worthy incidents out there. The guys are doing a great job of again avoiding those who have had trouble and maintaining their own issues to not rise to the level of catastrophic. 48 just got loose there in the tri-oval.
And he is slow going on the apron. He's going to bring it back up. Everybody's going to give him room. Great awareness by these drivers. It's not as bad as we were thinking that it was going to be. As you can see, the 45, I believe that is, going to make his pass on the 48.
As the 48 gets back up to speed, he's also got to get a little bit of that heat out of that right rear tire after having slid it. I think it's going to be pretty edgy for a lap here before he can get back to his normal pace.
Well, as we talked about Derek Welch has a mirror full of Blaine Woodruff. That 71 is working his way up. He is up 2 positions from where he started. Derek Welch, he is still sitting where he started in this race. So, you know, he's looking to have a good finish here. He has not had the best finishes, you know, since the season started. But, you know, riding up in the top 10, that is pretty good so far. I don't want to talk about him too much because I know that commentator curse will get him. So we're going to go to somebody else.
I won't let it stop me there, Richard. I've had the opportunity to race with Derek a few times, and I've always been impressed by his patience. You know, if it's a 150 lap race, he knows he's got to go 150 laps, and he takes care of it for those 150. He's a strategist. I've seen him win a fuel mileage race in a previous league we were in together, and I know that he's got that brain churning right now. He's calculating what he needs to do strategy wise, but also knowing that to finish first he has to finish.
Absolutely, yeah, he definitely is a strategist, and yeah, that was some awesome racing that y'all did together. I believe that was in HTL. Man, that was some hardcore racing, and I'd love to see y'all go at it again.
Yeah, we had a good cast of characters over there. It was pretty good time. I always enjoyed racing with quite a few of them. There were a couple that I think at one point I got hot under the collar and said he needs to just sell his rig and delete the game. But I think cooler heads finally prevailed.
Well, Mr. Lawson has dropped back to about 1.9 seconds. He's not losing a lot of ground to the leader, but the leader is slowly increasing that distance. So now it is up to over 2 seconds as they come through turns 1 and 2. So he's a little bit better than the leader in some points of the track, and the leader is a little bit better than him at some points in the track. It looks like 3 and 4 is where Lawson loses most of his time.
It's interesting, you know. I've been watching the ticker here on my side monitor here, and every time I look over at it, the fastest car on the track has been that number 20 of Justin Lawson. But yet that margin really isn't changing very much. So I'm not sure exactly how this is working. It's just that phantom. I don't know what tricks Kevin has up his sleeves to be running slower lap times and spreading the gap. But I think you're going to start seeing that swing the other way. In fact, last lap alone, he was over a tenth better than the leader of Kevin, Delia.
Yeah, as we see that Putin in that number 98 Ford Mustang just went a lap down, so he's going to be the first car 1 lap down. Super Speedway is definitely interesting to see cars go a lap down because Super Speedway is supposed to be a fast track, but here fast looks slow.
I mean, he killed the wall. I can't believe he's just barely going a lap down.
Must not have been a lot of damage on that car, and as you can see, Mr. Lawson just made that pass on the 98, so lap car did not slow anybody down. Roberts over 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds away from, our leader. So they're making up a lot of ground on everybody else.
That 20 car's coming. Keep your eyes open. Justin will be there before too long. He keeps his pace up. You ought to see something here between, I'd say laps 40, 38, 39. Right in that range, we'll probably see something between those two.
Well,
big fall off that last lap there, Richard. Their lap times fell about 0.3 from the previous lap.
Yeah, I
So
see that the 92 right there. He is looking. He's a lap down already. Lawson is looking to get around him, and he's going to take the 92 down low and complete that pass. Maybe lap traffic is playing a factor in their lap times. So
yeah, it definitely could be. They did both pick up a 10th there, so it could have been. I just missed a lapper that they had to get maneuver around.
well, speaking of advancing, it looks like Derek Welch has caught the 663, and he is looking to try to take away a position. So it looks like he was playing a little bit of strategy, save my tires, and work my way up slowly but surely, because he is all over that 663, trying to make a move on the inside, looking to the outside. Will he be able to do anything with it, though, as they come through the tri-oval? He's sitting right there as of right now, but he's coming. He's coming for that top 5 before the stage ends.
He is stalking him. Quite a battle behind them, too, for looks like 9th place. Got a 3-car battle there between the 48, 45. I guess we could even call Mark Collins in that same battle, just 4 or 5 car lengths ahead of this side-by-side battle between the 48 and the 35. Oh, contact.
3 cars involved. The 48, the 44, and the 35. Is the caution going to fly? No caution as of yet. 48 back on track. We're going to go back and take a look at that. And that's going to be... We're going to rewind this just a little bit.
That 45's thanking his lucky stars for those 3 or 4 car legs right now.
You are correct about that. So it looks like the 35 just lost it.
Sent the 48. 35 up to the wall, then off the wall, and collected the 44 as well. If I had a 40 number right now, I'd be nervous.
So no caution.
Tough break for those, for the 48. And, was it 44 of Dana Shepard?
And 35. 48 got back rolling. He's currently still 14th position, so he didn't lose a lot of spot. The closest car is Richard Gray, and he's a pretty good ways back. Double O Joe is working on the 110 of Richard Gray. He has caught up to him. He's going to try to make a move. Now, he started at the back. He's 5 positions up from where he started. But our biggest mover, there is the caution. Derek Welch is showing a sign of wrecking, and he is making a move on the 63 when that caution came out. Let's take a look and see what happened. There you see the 663 down low, Derek Welch up high. Oh, yeah, his car stepped out.
Trying to fill that gap, fill that hole before the...
Oh, once it turned left and he collected it, turned right, he came back and smacked the wall. So tough break for Derek Welch. He's going to fall back to the 4th position or 14th position. But he knows the track now. He knows what to look for. So I look for him to get back up there. Lap 32, you know where your tires are going to be at. So these cars are getting mighty loose.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. To find the limit, sometimes you got to test the limit. That's the benefit to being in a simulator where you don't have to fix the cars and pay to fix them.
Well, pit road, it looks like he's going to be very, very busy as we see the leaders coming down.
I anticipate everybody taking 4 tires here and fuel.
I got to get your take on this. The 71 stayed out.
Blaine Woodruff with the strategy. Now, Richard, did they get points for leading a lap in this league?
You know what? I believe they do.
We might want to keep an eye on that 71, see if he ducks down next time by.
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right, and looks like the 98 is going to stay out, get his lap back. Jeremy Robbins trying to get a lap back. He is 3 laps down. Zone 43.
So it looks like.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Carry on, sir.
I was about to say, it looks like 43 beat everybody off of pit road.
Yeah, from what I see, everybody did take 4 tires. Some had some damage to repair, apparently. A little longer on their pit stops. But Kevin and Justin both nailed their stops, both 13.9 seconds in their stall. Joe Robert at 13.7, quickest on pit road.
And you are absolutely right. The 71 stayed out to lead a lap, and he went in for some freshies and some go-go juice.
I didn't notice. Were there other lap down cars that were behind that 71 that are now going to get a wave around that wouldn't have had he stayed out? He may have made a lot of friends.
I didn't see any. I think 43 was right behind him after he came back out of the pits.
That's why you're here. Keep us straight.
Well, Kevin is back out in command of this field. 20 of Justin Lawson, second place. Joe Roberts third. Christopher Muff doing really good job, holding on to fourth position. That 663 of Ryan Ford, that Ford Mustang, is doing a really good job of holding. He was holding off Derek Welch for that 5th position. Mark Collins up 9 positions from where he started. So he's in 6th. Paul, I'm not even going to butcher it. In that 33, he is riding in the 7th. Stephen Naylor in that number 5, he is riding in the 8th position. Anthony Ferrante.
I think you nailed it.
In at 59. Up 4 position from where he started. And we got Paul Durkee in 10th.
Like they're starting to double up. Lights off on the pace car.
Well, the sun is behind some clouds, so that's going to change the track. Going to cool it down a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You seem to notice it more on a concrete track where rubber is laid down. Seems to take that heat from the the radiant heat from the sun. Seems to be affected more by it. So it looks like the sun's still out in 3 and 4 at the moment. So that can pose a real challenge for these drivers where they go off into one corner and have a little more grip than what they do over on the other end of the racetrack.
Absolutely will. Pace car is going to dive off, and I'm going to let you take this restart.
All right, pace car is off. Kevin's leading them slow to the line. They both get about an even jump. Kevin Dahlia leads by a nose as Justin Lawson battles back and sends it into turn 1. Side by side through 1 and 2. The 20 of Justin Lawson should have a better run off of 2, as you see there. He pulls ahead. Will he clear him? He does not. He leaves room. Again, side by side. I think we'll see Justin get that advantage out of 4. Oh, he slid just a little bit, but so did Kevin. What a battle for the lead here, Richard.
Absolutely. And I also seen that 16 right behind him get a little bit squirrely themselves. Oh, the 43 is sideways.
Gathered up. Oh, no. 45, nowhere to go.
Evasive maneuvers, blue cones flying, the 6 around. And that's going to bring the caution out. 21 got a little bit of rear damage from that. All right, let's go take a look at that. That was very interesting. Blue cone got taken out.
Rip blue cone. I think I even heard Callie say, "Oh no."
Oh no.
I knew that was coming.
She did say that. Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
43.
83 did a evasive maneuver. I think we need to back that up just a little bit because 83 went down to the apron like real quick. He saw the 43 start to get sideways, come back up the track, bam. 83 actually may have got a black flag. You have to have a black flag cleared for that, but yeah, the 6 car on the spin cycle. 35
Gosh,
involved again.
just too bad. That 43 of Kevin Dahlia and Justin Lawson, they were putting on quite a show. Justin pinched Kevin down into one there, and Kevin just disrupted his focus that much to where things stepped out on him. And like I say, once it does, you've got to definitely be familiar with these cars to bring that nose back straight.
Well, definitely a wild ride that these guys went through. So that's going to leave Justin Lawson and Joe Roberts on your front row. And I wonder if Joe is wondering what he could do for Klondike Bar right now.
I'm guessing there's some context to that, Richard.
Well, Joe will spin you out for a Klondike Bar, I'll tell you that.
Oh man.
Wonder what
You
kind
know,
of offers he's getting now.
What's that? I'm probably getting hate mail from Joe.
Yeah, I went back and watched the replay again from Kevin's in car. And one thing you can do to straighten these cars out when they get sideways is just mash both pedals, throttle and brake. And it looks like that's what he did. Problem with that is it straightens your car out, yes, but it also slows you down, and quite abruptly, a lot quicker than those racing around you would anticipate. And I think I think that'd be the reason he got run over. Sometimes it's better to dump it into the infield.
All right, well, lap 40. Everybody pitted at lap 33, I believe it was. So only a few takers on pit road. The ones that did have damage, there's 98 on pit road and Justin Morrow on pit road.
71's still keeping us guessing with his pit strategy. He went down again.
Oh, the 71. That is
I
going to
wonder
be.
what the. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say that's going to be Blaine Woodruff.
I wonder what the fuel window is here, and what the stages are. Do we have a stage at 45 maybe? Is he getting fuel and tires now so that he doesn't have to at the stage break? Be something to keep an eye on.
Good point.
Well, I was going to look that up, but there is no information.
Great, we get to find out as the spectators do.
Absolutely. Well, we could bring Jeremy up if we really. Where is Jeremy? Jeremy is probably there. He is.
22nd, 3 laps down. Looks like we are going green here.
Well, let's see. Jeremy Robbins, Richard Gray, 3 laps down. You got Justin Morrow. He is 2 laps down, and you got Blake Crane, 1 lap down, so he is the first car 1 lap down as we go green. 20 is going to have control of the restart, and he is out of there like a rocket. Leaves Joe Robert in the dust, along with the 8 of Christopher Muth. These two are side by side as they go into turn 1. Muth on the inside, Roberts on the outside. Is Muth going to be able to take him as they come out of turn 2? I don't believe he's going to be able to do it because Joe Roberts is going to have a little bit of run, but nope. The 8 is able to make the pass and slide right up in front of Joe Roberts as they come into 3 and 4. It's going to be Lawson Muth and Robert and Ryan Pandesco. I do want to point out that Derek Welch has made it back up to the 6th position, so he is back right there where he started, and he is going to be trying to track down to 33 as they go into turn 3. What you seeing out there?
That 43 is going to burn his tires off. He is going really quickly trying to move to the front.
He's already up to P9 behind a side-by-side battle between the 0 and the 5. 5 is another one I was very impressed with in terms of the wreck avoidance of Stephen Naylor through that caution. Did a great job, or through that accident, did a great job maneuvering through it. Little sideways attitude. 43 now inside.
Yeah, that 43 has shot out like a rocket. He may be trying to burn his tires up, but he may be trying to make up the ground, so he can get back up to the front before the stage does end. You have Double O Joe. He is trying to make a move, and it sounds like we have a wreck in the back, and that's going to be Dana Shepard.
Caution, yellow flag.
Is up against the wall. That is going to be the 44 once again. He got out of shape. And let's go see if we can take a look and find out what happened to him.
Looks like there's 3 of them with enough damage to where they will need to use another fast repair or their first.
71.
Jeremy Robbins included.
Oh, well, 71 got out of shape, just missed contact with the 48, and then he comes down, and 44 just made a move to avoid the contact, but got sideways trying to avoid it. So that's not what he wanted to see, and just rode that wall. So he's going to have a lot of damage on the front of that race car.
Richard, I'm looking at the setup that these guys are running here tonight. The rear spring split that is in this car is 1,400 pound difference, left rear to right rear. So when you see them make that evasive maneuver hard to the left, they have to make an equal maneuver back to the right to straighten the car back out. When that car lays over on that left rear with the banking, it will absolutely just dump over onto that left rear and shoot the car to the right. Looks like that's what we've seen here a few times tonight.
So you're saying turn right instead of left?
If you want those results that we just saw, sure. Yeah, the problem is just whenever you have just a big spring split like that, or a soft left rear spring comparatively to the right rear, also the right front, it's over 4,000 pound spring in that right front, which is just encouraging all that weight to dump to that left side of that car, and when it does, it'll just bite, and to the wall you'll go. Yeah, you can let's say when you get sideways with the nose pointed to the inside wall, you've got a chance of saving that one. But once those things step out the other way, you're not going to get that weight transferred back to a neutral position in that car, and it's just going to dart at the wall.
Well, that is our racing expert, and I'm glad you're here because I would not have been able to explain that. But that is good inside information, and maybe that's something that they can think about, maybe trying to tweak the setup and, still run a fixed setup, but tweak the setup just a little bit to, have a more stable race car on these types of tracks.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit they could do. Really, though, it's a characteristic of this car to keep a flat diffuser, to keep equal downforce to each side of the car in the rear. You definitely have to have good behavior in terms of a flat platform under load. And to get that, sometimes you really do have to go pretty soft on that left side so that it squats evenly. But yeah, there's probably a few things. Looking at this setup, I think there's a few things that they could do.
Well, I will relay that information to Mr. Derek Welch, and it looks like we're probably going to have one to go before they'll double up probably this lap. Look at that number 43. He is back up to the 6th position after that incident that he was involved in. Got a brand new race car, was able to reset it. There you have Joe Roberts riding on the apron. I guess he's trying to keep those tires nice and cool.
Yeah, they're saving fuel. You may just be running a shorter way around to save some fuel.
Jeremy Robbins said his fast repair was clicked off, so that's the reason why he is laps down. 23 viewers out there. We appreciate y'all stopping by and spending the evening with us. Once again, we have two special guests. That is going to be Mr. Dustin Hall and his sister, Callie. So, always appreciate the company in the booth. When you're by yourself, it's pretty interesting talking to yourself.
Happy to be here again. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Richard, and as much fun as it was, having post race interviews with you on those fortunate nights where we were able to earn it. This is fun in its own right.
All right, Miss Callie, how fast can you talk? Can you do a restart?
No.
No. Well, at least she's honest.
There was no maybe. That was a very definitive answer.
All right, fine. I'll take this restart.
You do it so well.
You keep it interesting here in the booth. We'll just let you keep doing it.
Oh, well, I got to make it non-interesting. All right, getting ready to go back green. The 20 has the control of the restart, and let's see if he plays any games. He's not going to play the games, but he's going to shoot out of there like a rocket. The 8 and the 16 got a pretty even jump right there as they go into turn 1. Neck and neck is going to be the 8 and 16 of Joe Robert. Joe Robert is going to have a nose on him as they come out of turn 2. 8 gets a little bit sideways, almost does a door check, has the check up just a little bit, and that's going to give Joe Robert a little bit of cushion from that 8 car.
Yeah, the 8 car, you did see him step out. Oh, a couple of them right there, tandem. The 663 and the 43.
And a yellow flag is out.
Do you have a caution?
Let's go see if we can see. Looks like Richard Gray has crashed. Let's see if we can follow along with somebody. I did not see anybody wreck or SDK giving us an indicator. Oh, yeah, it was the 35 and 110. 110 got sideways in front
Jeremy
of the 35.
Robbins back on pit road.
The one thing I do like about these cars, and you mentioned it, the other night at Bristol Dirt. These cars are like tanks, so they can take a beating.
Yeah, definitely. There is an issue with them to where, I mean, you can. It seems like there's no logic behind it. One incident can just be a hellacious hit, like the 98. He KO'd the wall. Had I'm sure he had damage that he had to repair, but he did not have that, what we call in iRacing, that meatball flag where you have required repairs to make. And typically with this car, it's the 8-minute required. It's just like the standard. We've seen it all season long in the Coke series as well, and it's been a topic of conversation. But then you have Jeremy Robbins who just wall rides and ends up with that meatball flag. So it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of consistency with it. But yeah, they're tanks.
Jeremy's so gonna hate us.
I think there may have been something before that, but if I can keep throwing that wall ride out there, I got to get my shots in. He doesn't give me many opportunities to give it to him. He likes these warm seats and this air conditioning in this booth here.
He says, "Hey, wasn't wall riding. LOL. 2X gave me 8 minutes."
Ah, yeah, that's what I mean. That 8-minute deal right there. Jeremy, love you, buddy.
Well, let's see here. The Double O Joe is up 14 positions, riding around in the 7th spot. That's a pretty good run for Double O Joe, considering he started all the way at the back, out there running 7th. Derek Welch fell 1 position back to 6th, so he's right back where he started. And here's the 43 riding in 5th. So he did what he had to do, got into an incident, did what he had to do, got back up the top 5. So he's having a good run. He's going to get back up there to Lawson and maybe take over this lead again.
Yeah, he's definitely been aggressive on these restarts, but not out of control. He had that one moment where it stepped out on him a little bit. I think he had a car that was inside. Maybe there was some air. Maybe there was some netcode contact or even contact. I didn't really see caution had come out about that time. But even then, he's not putting himself in bad spots. I've seen opportunities where he could have done far worse in terms of aggression. But he's definitely working his way back up to where he can battle for that lead and ultimately the win.
Absolutely right about that. Looks like we are gonna line up. Nope. Maybe double file. Yeah, there we go. Double file now. Didn't give the pace car enough time to cross over the start finish.
The last few restarts we've had here, Richard, that whoever it is starting second, whether it be Joe Robert or Chris Muth, have had a real struggle to see Justin at launch in that 20 car. It has really paid off to be the car starting third, not the car starting second. And it's a very, very difficult thing to do. I think starting outside the front row is the toughest place to start, where they don't have a Geico restart zone. The leader can go anytime the pace car drops down. And I don't know, maybe they have a rule here where they have to wait until the green is out. If so, that 20's got it timed perfectly, because he continually just jumps out those 2-3 car lengths and leaves it to second and third place to duke it out for that second position.
Yeah, and as they duke it out, he leaves them in the dust. He creates that distance, so he loves to see those cars behind him battling. And looks like we are about to go back green. Dustin, if you want to take this one, you are welcome to it.
10-4. As Justin Lawson brings them to a non-existent restart zone. He shoots out again like a cannon. You're going to see the 8 and the 16 side by side into one, as the 20 pushes out to a 4-car length lead. The 663 there in tow in 4th place, side by side for 5th, 6th now. The 16 is hanging to the outside of the 8 car. The 8 car gives them plenty of room. They will be side by side into turn 3, as Lawson in that 20 car again just spreads that lead, as we see the 8 car of Christopher Muth clear the 16, set his sights on the leader.
Yeah, that 8 car is definitely putting up a fight with Joe Roberts, and he pretty much, the fight is over because he was able to take that position away. But don't look now, the 43 is coming up. He is battling with the 663. 663 is outside. Double O Joe got a little bit out of shape, and his car pushed up the racetrack, and that's going to allow Derek Welch to go to the inside, and they're going to fight for that 6th position again. Double O Joe is 14 positions up from where he started, and he's not done yet. He's trying to get that control back into the race car and give a fight right back to Derek Welch.
I've seen the 43 car driving in deeper into 3 than anybody else, and he can just wrap the bottom of 3 and 4. Saw Derek make a similar entry into 1, and he had to chase that car clear up the racetrack, 3rd lane, by the time he exited the corner.
Yeah, I don't know if that 43 has some special tires on that car or not, but he has made it up to 4th position. And as you can see, Jeremy Robbins just coming out of the pits. But he is about to challenge Joe Robert for that 3rd position. He has caught him real quick, but the 663 is in tow. So, don't know what's going to happen.
The other thing I'm noticing is when they can exit low and straight out of 4, they get a huge run down the front straightaway. I've seen that line prevail over somebody rolling the top and carrying momentum, as you see exactly what I'm talking about. The 43 wrapping the bottom, low straight exit, and he'll be inside battling for P2 into turn 3.
Little bump draft going on between the 8 and the 16. 8 going to be down low as they come down the corner. And yeah, you were right. He is just straight as... I forgot the metaphor for that. But he comes out of there straight, and he has the momentum. He has at least 2 or 3 more miles an hour coming out of that corner, and he was able to make those passes while saving tires. I don't get it.
Yeah, the whole lot has to do with, if you get out of the line, you have to fight to get back to the line. And in doing so does put an additional strain on your Goodyear tires.
Oh, he got a little bit out of shape as he came out of turn 4, but he collected it quick, fast, and in a hurry, and he crosses the start-finish line without losing too much ground to the 16. 16 is riding a little bit higher. Maybe these guys should take a little bit of a lesson from the 43, but I think Joe Roberts is doing a pretty good job sitting there in 3rd with Christopher Youth right there in 4th place.
Absolutely, and all 3 of those cars there from 2nd to 4th ran a better time than the leader out there by himself out front. So you may see this field kind of condense here. 1.3 seconds currently to 2nd place from the leader and closing.
And there's the nose view. Good Lord. Remember when they had video games and it showed nothing on the car? I don't think I could drive like that anymore.
I do remember that. And
I used to drive like that all the time, and now I don't think I could do it. It'd make me sick.
Yeah, and I never picked that setting. Could not do it.
Man,
I remember when...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember when NR 2003 came out, and I was upset I didn't have a chase camera to race with, because that's how it had been for me racing games all along. Yeah, what do you mean I have to be in the cockpit? They call this a simulator.
Yeah, so when I first started iRacing, I was worried about being in the cockpit, and I was like, Heat 5, I was always racing from the hood cam, and I finally got used to it. Now I go back to race Heat 5, and I can't do it. I can't race anything but in the cockpit view.
Yeah, there you go. It's been so long since I've played any of those other games.
All right, go to our blimp view here, and that is the spacing between the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place position. Definitely that 43 created some distance, and he is trying to track down the leader. He is only about 0.8 seconds now from the leader.
He's been consistently 2 to 3 tenths faster per lap for the last few laps over Justin.
Well, there it is. He is coming quick, fast, in a hurry, and it looks like Jeremy Robbins is off track and back on track. And riding very slow. Not a good night for Jeremy. It looks like he is in jeopardy of going another lap down as the 43. Oh, it looks like the 20 is sideways just a little bit. And he's going to lose a lot of momentum coming out of turn 2. And that door is just closing. 0.3 seconds from the 43 and the 20 of Lawson. There is going to be a lead change here soon.
At least a battle for it. Yeah, the 20 sent it off into turn 3. Tried the top. And just could not keep the rear end under him. Oh, Jeremy, where are you going?
That's not the track there, Jeremy. He is going to take...
Gonna try some grass this time.
Yeah, he's trying to put some mud in the tires or something. I don't know.
Looks like he was just in a hurry to get out of the leader's way so they could battle this out.
So Jeremy is now 14 laps down with Richard Gray down 4 laps. Still, Justin Morrow, he is still hanging on, and we're having a battle for the lead.
Wow.
43 got a little bit sideways.
It's probably a good thing he did keep that nose from getting into the left rear of the 20 car.
But I also see the time between the 16 and the leaders right now as they battle side by side. The 16 is trying to close the gap also.
Yeah, looking at these lap times and watching how the 20 car is really struggling to keep that thing straight. I think he abused his tires a little bit. Maybe what we may be seeing is clean air with that additional downforce to the nose of the car, accelerating the wear on the rear tires. The 20 spent that entire time out front in that clean air.
We have a
got a
yellow,
could have.
and that looks
It's
like
like the 92.
92. All right.
Got to modify it out there.
Ooh. Let's go see if we can take a look and find out what happened to him. There he is on the back stretch. Coming into turn 3 and 4. Car just steps out. Oh, he tried to collect it. Stopped him dead in his tracks. I'm surprised he did not have to tow that. You can see that right front is definitely got some damage. Right front wheel has got some damage.
Yeah, and he does not have that meatball flag. That's the crazy thing that I was alluding to before.
That's only a general thing.
It must be. That guy stubs his toe and he gets a meatball flag.
All right, so 5th caution of the night at lap 70, and we still have quite a bit of racing left to go. Not quite halfway.
Knocking on the door at halfway. Callie, Richard, you guys have a pick for the winner?
I'm gonna go with.
Hang on, Richard. Let's ladies first.
Ouch.
Ooh.
What? I thought I was doing the right thing here.
I think that's only when you guys like open doors and stuff. I don't think I'm supposed to have to actually choose first. I'm gonna go with Chris
Chris Muth in the 8 Budweiser car.
in the 8. Yeah.
All right. Richard?
They're all three lurking. I'm gonna say Justin Lawson.
Solid pick. Maybe he learned what he needed to about what his tires can take throughout a long run. I also like your pick, Callie. I've been watching him all night actually through practice and through the race. He's done a fantastic job of keeping his car clean, and just seems to be putting himself in that position to make a swing at it. But if you guys are going to leave him to me, I'm going to go with the 43 of Kevin Delia. He's shown that he can work his car low, work his car high, go wherever he needs to make passes and make gains. And if you leave him to me, look for the 43 to win tonight.
Absolutely. I like that pick. And Jeremy said 43 is my pick, LOL. So y'all both have the same pick?
Well, I guess I've got to switch it up then. Did Jeremy type that before I spoke up?
Yes, he actually did.
Jeremy. That's all right.
Interesting
I'm gonna
strategy here is the
I'm gonna
double
go
zero.
Yeah, go ahead. Staying out.
But go ahead.
No, two tires for the double zero.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. 2 tires.
Yeah, just looking back at my telemetry, he was only in his pit stop for 7.1 seconds versus the 13.9, 14.1 that it takes to change for. So
Looks like there were a couple of guys who did that.
Yep. Zeth Holly in the, the 46?
48.
48. Okay. Yeah, they both took 2. Very bold, and in iRacing, 2 tires tends to make the car very, very loose. So, I would hope that with that call, he did not take fuel to keep a little weight out of the rear of the car to help compensate for that looseness. But then again, you still have to make it to the end on the fuel you have. Be interesting to see how it plays out.
Absolutely, yes. Joe Robertson is going to have control of the restart. Something we like to do, we like to give these guys a little bit of crank it up. So when they go green, we'll let them have that horsepower.
Oh, these cars do sound good.
I love the camera angles on this.
It looks good.
Green, green, green.
Well, just looking at it there, riding along with Justin Lawson, his car is not very happy with him. He definitely was riding it down low, got out of shape, had to check up quite a bit, throttle that gas and just to keep it straight. So good driving by Justin Lawson. That is my pick for the win. A lot of racing left to go, but not looking promising. Hopefully he can get his confidence back up and get back up there to the front.
You'd see a huge difference when you start on the outside versus the inside on that restart, with Justin being on the inside earlier and taking off, and being on the outside this time and not being able to hold that top line.
Very good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Car on the wall, and that's going to be the 35, I do believe it is. That is going to be Blaine Crane. He rode the wall for just a little bit, was able to keep it straight, and he's got it back up to speed. A little bit of right side damage, not as much as Jeremy got, but shots fired.
He just made the number a little more difficult to read on the right side of that car.
Yeah, but our leader at the restart has dropped back down back to the 9th position, so he's still up 12 positions. But you were absolutely right. 2 tires the car did not like, so maybe he was trying to see what that would do later on in the race, see if he can make that a strategy of his.
Seth Hawley seems to be doing all right with the 2 tires up there in 6th.
Good point. Good point. Maybe it's just a line he's running that's not making his car too happy. Jeff Holly does not have anybody challenging him right now. Blake Crane indicating that he went off track.
Yeah, I'm watching the lap times again here, and Kevin Delia is 0.3 better than anybody on the track right now. Derek Welch is the second fastest at a 31:10, while the leader's running a 30.84. So just scorching lap times by the leader here, backed up with a 30.85. So he's definitely ripping. It'll be interesting to see how his tires hold up.
Yeah, Derek Welch riding around it. You just talked about Derek Welch. He's riding around in that 4th position. He is working on the 663. He has closed that gap, and he's within 0.3 seconds. So within striking distance of that back bumper, and hopefully within the next couple of laps, we will see him challenging for the top 3. He needs a good finish here to make up some points that he has definitely lost in previous races by not finishing very well. So he really needs a good finish, podium finish tonight.
Going through chat here, Richard. Definitely a little quieter than I'm used to seeing here out of the crowd. Go ahead and chime in. Let us know your thoughts. Your input. Hey, send us your picks.
Oh,
we'll give a shout out. Oh, Big Loose.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's it. That was it. That was the exclamation point on all I had to say right there.
Send us your thoughts. Send us your picks for the race win. Besides you, Jeremy, we already got your. And the caution is out. It looks like Stephen.
Oh, Welch. After the caution, Welch had just gotten passed by the 20 of Justin Lawson. Loose out of 4 as he lifted off the gas, spun down through the grass, actually kept it straight. He retained his spot, but he definitely went on a little expedition there on the front stretch. I'll let you carry on with the replay of the caution.
Oh, Richard Gray got out of shape, collected the 5.
Oh.
So the 5 is now a modified. Oh, it looked like he had where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Had a little bit of a connection issue also. A couple of other cars involved. The 59.
Yeah,
And the 46.
man.
Not been Justin Morrow's night tonight. Even though he's riding 5 positions from where he started. Not his best night.
Yeah, definitely. That was a whole lot of collateral damage on that one.
So pit road is definitely going to be busy. I'm wondering if Joe Bennett. Yeah, Joe Bennett did go in, and I bet he's going to take 4 tires this time, or just change to the left side. See how that does. No,
Please take 4.
He took 4. He took 4.
Yeah, there you go. Good call.
15.48 seconds. So yeah, he took 4 and full tank.
That's right. He will have the freshest tires, along with Callie's pick of Chris Muth Jr. Also came down pit road. Looks like he will be right around the 15th spot when we get things lined back up on 15 lap fresher tires. So that'll be interesting.
Definitely so. All right, give you a rundown of the top 10. Once again, leading the race is going to be Kevin Della. Second place is going to be Joe Robert. Third place is going to be Ryan Pendisco. Maybe. Sorry. Fourth place is going to be Justin Lawson. He is still running up in the top 5. We saw him lose a lot of ground earlier, but he is still running around in the top 5. Derek Welch riding in that 5th position. Zeth Holly making up some ground and getting back up there towards the front, right around the 6th. Mark Collins up 8 positions from where he started. Good to see that 45 up in the top 10. Dana Shepard riding into 8th position. We saw him get into a few incidents, but up 4 spots from where he started, even after all those incidents, riding around the top 10. Blaine Woodruff in that number 71 Bud Light car is pretty much right where he began the race in 9th. Mike McMillan in 10th. Not a bad run for him tonight also.
If we had any input there in the chat, I had to reset that feed, so I did not see it. Richard, you have to catch us up there if you saw anything.
On what? No?
On the Twitch chat, on the stream chat here.
Oh, okay. So it looks like if JRL wins, I'm going to quit LL. Go JRL. So that's the spice. Diz Devil says go 16. So we got another Joe Robert fan out there. Second.
Oh, that's JRL. Gotcha. Jeremy says he's on the border of rage quitting.
Well, Jeremy, you're only, I don't want to say it.
But that number between 12 and 14.
It's, yeah. Sorry, Jeremy. All the love. Well, the pace car lights are off, and we are about to go back green. So the 43 in command with the 16 on the outside and the 663 on the inside of the 20. So inside has always gotten a pretty good jump. He waits for the green flag, and he is out of there like a rocket. 16 did not get that good of a jump. So that's going to bring the 663 side by side with the 16. Is he going to be able to make the pass with the 16 on the outside? As they come out of turn 2, the 663 is going to slide up in front of the 16, and here comes Derek, the bearded wonder Welch. He's going to fight for the 4th position inside on the 20 of Lawson. Is he going to be able to make the pass as they come out of turn 4? No, he's not. 20 gets a little bit loose and loses a little bit of ground side by side as they come to the start-finish line.
It looked like the 1 either got loose and chased it up or got a little tight. Got really tight to the quarter panel of the 20 car. Kind of ran him up just a little bit. 20 gave him plenty of room. Very classy move there. Kept both of them from potential trouble.
Absolutely. This battle is not over. 20 is going to try to fight back on the low lane. Derek Welch going way up high. And he's going to lose a couple spots to the 48 and the 45 and the 6 right there on the inside. So, don't know exactly what happened. The car must have got tight, but not what he wanted to see.
Yeah, that's a second time in a row through 3 and 4 we saw Welch get in. Little shake, little bobble, and then chase it clear up the racetrack. Be interesting to see. Again, just washing up through the center. You'd think there's oil on the track into turn 3.
Well, looks like Callie's pick of Christopher Muth. He is working on the 45. He is going to try to make that move and take away that 7th position. Wasn't able to do it coming out of turn 2, but he's going to try it again in turn 3. He rides a little bit higher, goes down a little bit lower. 45 loses a little bit of ground. 45 moves up the track, allows the 8 to get right on by, and he's going to take that 7th position away from Mark Collins.
Watching that 48 just hold on those 2 tires. He's under fire now from the 6, but just to be able to hold on to that top 10 running position, top 5 on just 2 tires on a track like this where it's edgy anyway. Very impressive.
Yeah, I do have to say so myself on that one. I was not expecting it, especially after you saw the double zero fall way back.
Yeah, definitely.
DEP said Welch needs a beard pullback, a pull away, keeps him from seeing.
Did he run an open face helmet?
Wind must be getting to the beard.
That's right.
Well, Derek has actually fell down the 12th position. Don't know exactly what happened, but he dropped way back there, and 46, I believe that is. He is going to be looking to take a position away also. But like you said about this 48, you know, he is making a name for himself on 2 tires right around in 5th position, you know, trying to catch up to Lawson. Lawson has lost a lot of ground to the 663.
Yeah, that 48 and the 6, you know, you've got different tire strategies. The 48 on 2 tires, the 6 on 4, both pitting the same lap. One thing of note, their lap times, the only person faster were Joseph Bennett on those fresh tires, running in 9th place, and the leader. Everybody else around them, they have been matching pace with.
Yeah, and now the 48 is going to be under fire as they come out of turn 2, going down the backstretch. 6 on the inside, 48 on the outside. Is he going to be able to make the pass? He has the position. Is he going to slide up in front of the 48? Yes, he is. What's the 48 going to do? Is he going to dive down lower and try to cross over? Nope. He's just going to tuck it right in behind 6 and just ride for a minute. 8th of Christopher Muth. He's coming also. He's going to be looking to the inside of the 48 as they're coming out of turn 2. Is he going to be able to get there? Not quite just yet. Tuck back in line and ride it out until they get to turn 1.
Meanwhile, your leader has just absolutely checked out. As you guys used to say, he is in a different area code.
Yeah, 2.6 seconds at quote-unquote super speedway. That's pretty impressive by yourself. Like, he's on the back. Let's take a look from his car, see where 2nd place is. There he is, right in the middle of 3 and 4. There you see 2nd place just in the middle right there, out of 4. 2nd place just came out of 4, so that's pretty good distance, and he's, you know, extending it. Little by little, he is.
And it's another 2nd back to 3rd place.
Yeah, I just went to Joe Robert, and yeah. But 2nd place is, I don't know, it looks like Joe is losing a little bit of time to 2nd place. It's kind of fluctuating. So Ryan is a little bit better at some points of the track, and Joe is a little bit better at other points of the track. So it's kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm watching the fresh tires of the 8 and the 00 Joe, as you call him. They're both picking their way through the field, both running excellent lap times. Joe's been the fastest on the track numerous times in the last 5-6 laps.
Caution. Yellow flag.
Caution. Oh no, Callie. Wait, it wasn't Callie's pick. That was, whose pick was that? 20.
Oh, that was mine. No.
I'm still safe.
So,
Hey, you got the tires.
yeah. Let's go see. That was
Justin Lawson.
Let's go see if we can take a look at what happened to him. There he is coming out of the turn. Car breaks loose and turns right into the wall.
Again,
Right in
get it
front of
over on that left rear.
everybody's pick.
Yeah, great job avoiding that by everybody there.
All right, so what do you do? What do you do? Do you pick? Do you
See,
pit?
If I've still got tires in the pits, I'm probably going to take them, but if I've only got one set, I'm probably not taking them now. So if I've got more than one, I'm grabbing tires now. If not, I'm saving them.
DB said he's in a different country. Or county, I'm sorry. My chat was too far away. I don't know why my multi-stream chat is not working. Let me refresh it.
Let's see.
Like that double
Watch.
zero stayed out this time.
Yeah, he used up those tires. The last pit stop, couldn't afford to do it again. He's probably got the one set remaining, where some of these guys probably saved a set and could afford to come down now.
Interestingly, the 59 stayed out and 8 is down pit road. So the 59 and the double zero stayed out. So he's going to try it again on older tires.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's better than 2.
Yeah.
If I was a real journalist, Richard, I probably would have taken note of how many sets everybody had remaining to start this thing, because I think it is definitely coming down to who has tires in the pits and who does not, who's saving a final set for, say, a caution with 20, 25 to go.
I think so too. That's going to make a big difference at the end.
Well, let's find out. Let's see. We got no other than Jeremy Robbins. Jeremy, you got a copy.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. Your car looks terrible. Looks like it's handling terrible. So, we got a question. How many sets of tires do you get for this race? 4?
And 3.
So you get 3 for 150 laps. So, that's very interesting. So you got to go 50 laps. All right. How long can you go on a tank of fuel?
No, I ain't running empty yet. I stay on the wall too much.
Well, as you can see, that double zero is keeping you from getting a lap back because he stayed out. No passing.
Yeah.
Under caution.
Take care of him.
But it looks like you're still having fun. You're still riding it out.
I'm not in last.
Well, this is true. This is true. So you're in the chat with Joe Roberts. How is he feeling on track?
He hates it. He's fighting his car like crazy, he said.
Well, we have seen that. He's going to be starting behind the double zero of Double O Joe. So we shall see how those old tires hold up with the 8 of Christopher Muth up there in second place on new tires. But
he didn't take.
Go ahead.
He didn't take 4. His pit stop was short.
So he may be trying a two-tire strategy also. Well, Jeremy, thank you for joining us in the booth for a moment. We're going to send you back down to the general chat too.
And
enjoy the rest of your race.
We're going to try it.
Good luck, Jeremy. Yeah, it does look like Christopher Muth took possibly fuel only. So you may have 3, well, just now 2, Joe and Chris Muth, on older tires. His stop was too short to have taken tires here. So maybe a little bit of head games coming down pit road, make them think you're taking tires, make them think you're taking 2, but go gas only and keep that reserve set there in your pit box.
All right, Double O Joe in control of the restart, and let's see where he goes. Nobody knows, but we are going green right now, and Double O Joe shoots out of there like a rocket, and the 8 didn't have too bad of a start either, but Joe Roberts was kind of sleeping, but he's going to fight on that inside. 8 on the outside, 16 on the inside. 8 is going to prevail on the outside. He does have a little bit of a wiggle, but keeps it straight. Here comes the 43, going to try the inside of the 16, and he is going to make it too wide, going through turns 3 and 4. That 43 is definitely coming as he is challenging. They are going to go 3 wide as they. Oh, well, they looked like they were going to go 3 wide, but the 43 was able to make the crossover move, and now they are 3 wide. 663, 8, and 16 backs out of it and goes back behind the 8. So they're rocking and rolling in this top 5 here. There, Dustin.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if that 8 took 43 slow.
Ooh,
Uh,
Justin Morrow showed he has crashed. Let's go back.
man, he checked up like a 43 checked up right there like Austin Dillon did in that Dirt Bristol race when his engine blew. Right in front of the pack, but see what happened here to cause the caution.
Justin Morrow holding that high side. Oh, he touches. He reached out and touched somebody.
Oh, hard hit to the outside wall.
I guess the 92 didn't like to be touched that way.
Oh my gosh.
Just heading for oh no.
Rewind that back. Let's take a look at the 20 on the right front of his car to the 92. It looked like they may have been close enough for a little bit of net code that may have sent that 92 up into the that car outside of him. I couldn't read the panels on it.
Oh, let's rewind just a little bit further.
I mean, he dives it in there, and it looks like the 92 just ends up going straight.
Let's go to a right front fender here. There we go. And let's see what happens. Did look like the 20 was a little bit loose. You can see him slightly turning right there. I don't know. Well, as you can see from the fender, it did have a little bit of damage on it, like they did make contact. So you could be right. That could have been a little bit of netcode issue.
Yeah, it could have been the catalyst that pushed the 92 up. Be it, iRacing is not perfect. They do their best to mitigate these issues, but a lot of what they do when you've got 40 people on a racetrack all racing from their houses in different places of the world, there's a lot of predictive logic, and that's typically what you'll see. You see the 20 get a little bit free where he corrects. Did the logic correct or predict? Yeah, you definitely see some netcode right there where the fender crinkles, anticipating that contact, but it didn't actually happen. But it upset the 92, drove him up into the other unfortunate soul there that absolutely creamed the wall.
DP says that paint scheme is ugly. I don't think you loaded it right. He says, I'm not reloading. Well, Daniel Weeks, we appreciate you liking the stream. Dakota Barrows, we appreciate the like. The Spice going, oh no. I don't know why I do that voice, but it just comes natural.
You have to. Is that a Family Guy reference?
That is a Family Guy reference.
Oh, right. Okay.
That is
Gotcha.
my idol. Peter Griffin is my hero.
I work with Peter Griffin. And if he were tuned into this stream, I would go ahead and give him a shout out. But since he's not loyal, you're out of luck, bud. Well, I do work with the real live Peter Griffin.
What?
Yeah. I'll get you a picture, Richard.
Definitely. I got to see that. He can be my new hero.
But maybe I'll just give him a little bumping tap to the knee so you can see him.
That would be awesome.
He does it quite well. I'll get you a video, Richard. Throw it up in your stream with your oh no. Oh my goodness. Looks like they are lining up double file here, Richard, to restart. How many cautions are we up to?
Well, we are at our 8th caution of the night with, about 38 laps to go. Well, 39 laps to go here at Nashville Super Speedway, the slowest super speedway we will ever race at.
Okay.
But not a bad race, 8 cautions at a track that everybody's unfamiliar with, and Double O Joe is still in command of the lead with the 43 on the outside, so he's going to try to get a good jump on this 43 as there they go. Double O Joe is definitely out of there, trying to create some distance between him and the 43 and the 663. But he's going to leave those two to battle it out for the second position, as the 663 was able to overtake the 43 on the inside, and they get nose to tail. 43 is not done with Ryan just yet, as they are going to come side by side going into turn 3, but Joe is losing a lot of time. He's on older tires, so they're going to probably catch him very quickly. Dustin?
See the 43 clear the 663 and go ahead and shut that door to the wall. Get a huge run down the straightaway. Looks like the 00 is struggling for grip even in the straightaways. He's doing what he can to hold it together with those 2 tires. But 4 tires will prevail here at Nashville every time. As you see the 00 of Joe Robert give up that second place. I'm sorry, of Joe Bennett give up that second spot.
Yeah, there's too many Joes, too many Richards. We get confused too.
Don't look now, but that 8 car's lurking, Callie.
Won't be commentating cursing him.
Well, we'll tell him that you are definitely pulling for him. But we got to call the race. He is all over the bumper of the 16. Looks like the 16 is getting slowed up by Double O Joe, but he lost a little bit of ground to the 16 as they come out of turn 4. Looks like the 45 of Mark Collins wants to play too. He is up 9 positions. He is definitely having a good run for tonight. But like you said, let's not give him a commentator's curse. We'll go back through the field. Let's go see how Mr. Derek Welch is doing. He is back here in a hornet's nest fighting for the 10th position. He's trying to slowly work his way up. There's 3 cars battling for the same real estate.
Yeah, definitely a gaggle back there.
Everybody else behind him is pretty much nose to tail, trying to make up some ground, trying to get everything they got. The 771 is under
contact. 92 and Derek got together there into turn 3. Nope, into turn 1, my bad. Looks like they got it sorted out. Everybody is rolling. A lot of momentum lost, though.
Let's go see if we can take a look at that contact real quick.
Someone's wrecking behind.
Yellow flag is
The
out.
yellow flag is out. That's going to be the 71 and possibly Richard Gray. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Richard Gray was involved in that. There's the 771 coming through 3 and 4. And he is starting to break loose. Derek Welch is up in the wall, so it pretty much happened right in the same spots. And he just takes a ride. Richard Gray is coming on that outside wall. You can see the 46. Oh, he gets a piece of the action. And there goes Richard Gray.
Dang.
Oh,
He did not have enough Michelob Ultra.
Nope.
Hate to see that. You're saying the battle of the beers. There you saw one go to some extreme measures.
Yeah, trying to take out the competition there. Well, pit road is definitely busy. It looks like the 43 tried a little fake out. Tried a little fake out because the 16 didn't know what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and if the 663, the 20, 21, 6. If these guys have tires in the pit still and they are staying out right here, they're going to be heroes or zeros, because if it goes green from here, they're going to be at a 16 lap disadvantage on tires. If they go, say, half of these laps, half of these 30 remaining, and get another caution, they're going to be the heroes. This is where strategy, when you're talking 30 laps to go, what do you do? It can either burn you or really make your night. So it'll be one of those, it's cliche as it is, to say. It'll be interesting to see.
Absolutely. Well, DEP has a question out in the chats. He says, if you drink, don't drive, do the what? That's the watermelon crawl. Country boy. Know all the country music.
There you go. Solid trivia night, Daniel, or DEP. Keep that rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. The Spice says, 45, I'm yours if you win. Oh, that's nasty. I don't know what kind of reference that is, but I don't want to know.
Collins has had an up and down night, definitely. Saw him methodically move up from his 15th starting position up into the top 10. See him now down in P17. Kind of been quiet. I mean, we've seen him involved in a few incidents, but I think at this point of the race, who hasn't been?
Yeah, he's had a very solid night. Mark Collins is one of those quiet people that just lurk around. They don't cause a lot of noise, and he tries to finish very well. Now after the race, he's all about some noise if he doesn't like it.
Oh man, my kind of guy.
Oh, absolutely.
He is fifth actually among those who pitted. So we have top 11 who have stayed out on about 16 lap old tires, and then starting at P12 with Kevin Delia, first car with 4 tires. This is gonna get wild, Richard.
Well, there's a fan out there in the chat. Arizona Blue is, cheering on the 43. So, yeah, you're right. It's going to get interesting. So the chat is becoming a lot more active. Definitely throw us anything in the chat. Let us know your opinions. Let us know what you're thinking. We are about to go back green, but I do have a question. Who is your favorite driver there, Callie? If you watch NASCAR,
all time?
Yes, all time.
Ernie Irvan.
Ernie Irvan, yes. When he drove what car? Just all together?
Yeah, I watched him always, but Texaco Haviland.
Texaco Haviland. Mine was.
There you go.
And actually, I have the car somewhere around in here in diecast. Well, we are about to go green, and 663 did not waste any time. He is out of there. And, we got a blinker back there, and that was the 21 left. Oh, the caution is already out. Whew. Well, so our 10th caution started right there, and that's going to be Justin Morrow. He has not had the best night. Let's see what happened on that restart. Oh, looks like he spun the tires. Oh, spun it around. Everybody made an evasive maneuver, but he did not collect anybody. That is pretty awesome right there. He split. Everybody just split around him. So he parted the NASCAR seas.
Apologize. I was having a technical issue with my headset. I am back, but I did hear that there was one who keyed up on the mic to race control, asking for a black flag to be cleared. He made an evasive maneuver down pit road to avoid that. I don't know what the league's policy is on that, but
If it's, I believe he will get that cleared. If it's definitely to, avoid a wreck, they will clear that. They'll just go back and review that, and if there's somebody in race control, and take a look, see what happened, and make sure it's legit. But Justin Morrow did not get a good start. It looks like he towed himself, but I don't know exactly what happened. So back under caution.
43.
Go ahead.
The 43 and the 8 made a few positions up on that short green lap stint there. Those fresh tires are doing them a lot of favors right now.
Absolutely, and I'm going to point out this 44 is right there in the mix. You know, he's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and he's got a little bit of damage, but it doesn't seem like it's affecting him very much. Right in the 12th position, right around those guys with fresh tires. So let's see what David Shepard can do. He's looking for his first win with the Num Thumbs Racing League. So maybe give him some little good luck, maybe a little bad luck. I don't know which way it's going to go. As they are getting ready to go double file. 33 has not had the best luck of the night, but he's riding around in the 7th position. Derek Welch back up to 5th position. And the 20 is back up there with the leaders. We saw him go around, get into a little bit of trouble, but he is right there in 2nd place, along with the 6 of Paul Durkee.
like they extended the caution.
Maybe somebody did not catch up in time. We're trying to get things sorted out.
Yeah, I'll verify that.
How many cautions are
Nope.
we going to end with?
They are going green.
Oh, we're going to. All right, 663
Green, green, green.
got a really good jump. So did Justin Lawson. He was able to jump down in front of the 21, and he's going to leave it to the 6 and 21 to battle it out. He's going to try to stay with the 663. Now we've seen these two cars; they have all been up front almost all night. So can the 20 get back out front before the 43 comes up through the field? Oh,
The 20 has shown just a strong short run speed. So I do anticipate seeing him challenging for this lead. With 24 to go, he's going to need to take care of it a little more than we've seen out of him earlier in the race. They're going to have to create space. Obviously,
oh no!
43 of Kevin Delia is already up to P8 and moving forward.
20 lost a lot of momentum coming out of turn 2. His car just went sideways, and he gathered it back up on the apron, but he lost a lot of ground to the leader. He was right there side by side, and now he is dropped back about a half a second back. Still has a fast car, but he's got, like you said, he's got to get that heat out of the tires, so it's going to be a moment before he catches back up. With 3rd place of McMillan in that 21, we haven't seen him up front, but he's riding in 3rd position, 1.5 seconds back from the leader, and he's going to be under fire from the 6. 6 looking pretty strong here in the final laps of this race with 22 to go. He's looking for a podium finish. Will he be able to do it? Nobody knows, but like you said, that 43 is on a mission, and the yellow flag is out, and that's going to be Jeremy Robbins. possibly brought that out. So we're going to go back and take a look, and there is the beat up number 3. He's giving that 3 a bad name.
Did anybody see what happened to 44 on that restart? He dropped all the way back to the last car on the lead lap.
Well, we will go back and take a look because I did see an indicator saying he went off track, and that's going to be Dana Shepard. Let's go back and take a look at him, and there he is on the outside. I'm just going to have to back it up just a little bit. His car just looked like it just went left. Like, meh.
Oh my.
Coming out of the turn. Yeah, he got a little bit loose, tried to catch it, and then just went for a ride down the backstretch in the grass. Kept it straight, though, and came back up on the track.
Right across the nose of Derek Welch. Man, that's scary when that happened.
That is the pucker moment of the night. Derek Welch going to dive in the pits.
Varying strategies again. Derek may have been the only one with the tires because I don't see any of these other guys. Granted, they have 3 or 4 green flag laps. But if you do have the tires, this caution, or if they get another quick one, or even at 10 to go.
Well, you got the 43, the 16, and the 8 still riding right there all together. We see the 19, or I'm sorry, the 98, I believe that is. He's a little lap back. Yeah, it's going to be Mr. Hood.
He is still 8 down, so it will not increase the number of cars on the lead lap.
Nope, but he's getting a lap back. So these guys are all right here together. You know, they've been advancing together, so if I'm these cars up ahead of them, you know, are you going to put up a fight? I think I'm going to put up a fight as much as I can to make them burn those tires. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to fight tooth and nail. I know they're on better tires. I'm going to take away the preferred line. I won't, I obviously wouldn't run them too aggressively, or if they showed a nose, take it off, but I definitely would make them work to take that line away. Force them to a line that's going to exhaust the tires a little quicker, bringing them to an even playing field with you. The other thing of note is these tires, you heat them up, you cool them down, you heat them up, you cool them down. Pretty soon you get to a point where you're on an even playing field regardless how many laps you have on your tires, or at least much closer.
Well, Derek Welch left the pits with about 50 seconds. So he definitely had tires, maybe getting a little bit of damage repaired also. He had a little bit of right side damage. Puddin could win this if everyone plays their cards wrong. What a hard night for him. Yeah, you're definitely right about that, DP. All right, so 663 going to be taking the inside. Lawson going to be taking the outside. McMillan right there in 3rd place. Durkee right there in 4th place.
The varying tire strategies here. Ferdiani in 5th place is the last one on the older tires before Kevin Delia in 6th, Joe Robert in 7th, and Chris Muth Jr. in 8th, all on those 15-lap fresher tires. And then back to 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. Those guys are those who just came down pit road. Of those, it looks like Dana Shepard, the 44, Tom Barish in the 55, Derek Welch in the 1, had damage to repair. The 71 looks to be the one with a clean car and freshest tires, looking to make a charge. Problem is, a lot of cars on the lead lap, still a lot of people to navigate through.
Absolutely. There's Double O Joe. We saw him play different strategy throughout the night. So, yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Probably not the last caution that we're going to see with 18 to go. I'm going to call a prediction of 14 cautions.
What are we at? You said
We're
11.
at 11. Yes, I'm going to say about 3 more cautions, and then the race will be ended.
How many GWCs, green white checkers, do they have in this league?
I believe we have 2.
2. I'd say that's a good guess. I'm gonna go one higher and say 15.
All right. Well, as they are coming out of turn 4, green flag is out. The leader takes a really good restart, and the 20 is going to automatically drop down to the bottom and try to cut that inside lane off, and that's going to be McMillan. McMillan fighting very hard on that bottom line, trying to keep the 6 at bay, but here comes the 43. He's going to be looking to the inside of the 6. Is he going to be able to make the pass coming out of turn 2? He's got a nose on him, and as they go into turn 3, the 43 has the freshest tires. Here comes the 8. 8 is going to try to look on the inside. Not any room there. Going to look on the outside. 21 is out of shape and on a slow pace. He may have rubbed the wall. He is going to drop like a bad habit. To the back he goes. 8 looking to capitalize on the 6 also. He wants to get back up to the front. He's been there all night long. Definitely on fresher tires as they come to the back stretch. He is in the draft of the 6 of Paul Durkee.
That's right. I'm watching the 43 lurking. He's coming into the fray with the 20 and the 663, who are now battling for the lead. 663 doing everything he can to hold him off on those older tires. The 20 turns to the bottom. They both charge the corner too hard to hold it. Both wash up, synchronized sliding. They are side by side down the back straightaway headed to turn 3 while the 43 watches through his windshield.
Yeah, 43 is definitely going to catch him real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Almost like a little bit of contact there going into turn 3 and 4. Oh, the 663 is out of shape just a little bit. Collects it real quick, but that's going to open the bottom line up for the 43, and he's going to be able to take the position with only 14 laps to go. The 20 is in sight. He is going to do what he can. 20 washes up just a little bit. Bottom lane open. He is going to make the charge for the lead, and here he goes. Coming into turn 3, he's going to be on the bottom. He's going to have a door on him, and he made the pass. He's going to slide up in front of the 20, coming to the tri-oval out of 4 to the tri-oval. 8 is out of shape. There he goes. Did not lose a lot of momentum, but he lost a few positions going into turn 1. He is back up to speed. What a good save.
Great save. Great save. Like I say, once that car got over on that left rear, it could have gotten really bad, but he managed to keep it straight there on the apron and save it and maintain his 6th place.
Well, back here on the 71, he's making a charge for the front. Oh, somebody else out of shape, and that's going to be Mark Collins, I do believe it was. He got out of shape just a little bit. But the 71 is on those fresh tires. He is going through the field. 8 is mowing.
Yeah, restarted. It restarted 14th. He's up to, what is he at? 8. So he's up 6 since the restart about 8 laps ago. So
well, with 12
almost
to go,
a car a lap.
Yeah, with 12 to go, he got a little bit out of shape behind the 8 car, but he still held. It looks like foot went off track again. No caution as of yet. We are going to stay green. You can't look at all these cars right here in a row. You got the 8, the 71, the 6, the 48. 48 having a really good night, hanging out in that top 5. Oh, looks like Jeremy Robbins had another crash. Oh my
6.
God!
Crash
Big
up
one.
front.
Yellow flag is out.
And that's going to
Stack
bring
them
out
up.
the yellow. That's going to be a 71. Ooh, let's go take a look at that. See if we can get a good view here.
Yeah, the 6 just got out of shape coming out of the corner.
Oh, 71 had nowhere to go. Derek Welch involved in that. Well, let's go on board with him because he got a really good view of that. And you see the 6 right in front of him, gets a little bit loose, turns to the right, and blam. That's all she wrote.
Yeah. I anticipate us going back green with probably 4 or 5 laps to go. I think it's too late now to go take those tires if you have them.
Well, it's
Part of the
never
problem.
too late to take that fast repair, though.
That's true. That's true. If you need the fast repair, take the tires if you got them. But I mean, if you have to restart back in the pack, doesn't matter how fresh your tires are. You know, as we saw with the 71 there, you could just end up in the wrong place and end up on the hook.
I want to go see what happened to Jeremy Robbins also. There he is on the back stretch. He was not part of that caution. He is just not having a good night. Jeremy Robbins looking for a sponsor out there, running no sponsors on his car. So if you ever want to sponsor him, please feel free to get in touch with Jeremy Robbins.
Running the City Chevy. Oh. Cut.
Oh, he is going to be cussing me here shortly. He's probably already cussing. I just made it worse.
I hope it's to the point where he can laugh about it. That's all I have to say.
All right, so 25 viewers out there between both of the chats. We appreciate y'all stopping by, hanging out with us. We should let Callie call the rest of the race, but she's going to say, no, I don't think so. Y'all are doing just fine.
You guys are.
Hey, Callie, you want to take a minute to talk about, I don't know, anything? Talk about Jimmy Strong?
Absolutely. Please do.
Oh. You know, I don't know what to even say. The race community has been amazing. You guys have been 100% supportive, and we can't thank you enough for that. You give Coben, his name's Coben, but Dustin's called him Jimmy since he was a kid, so you give him a reason to fight and something to look forward to, and he loves to see the paint schemes with Jimmy Strong on them. So just want to thank you all for that. It's been really, really great.
I've got to say, I've even seen Jimmy Strong logos on cars of people who have no idea what the cause is even about. I was in a Road to Pro practice the other day and saw Jimmy Strong on the back of a truck of an old friend of mine. He had no idea that I was Jimmy's uncle. He said he liked the logo, but now that he knew the reason for it, even better, you know. So really appreciate the community, as Callie said.
Absolutely. He's one tough kid, but without people behind him, it's even harder of a fight to fight. So knowing that he's got people he doesn't even know out there supporting him, just it's been really good for him. So, and for all of us, really.
Right, we love you, Jimmy.
Yes, we do love you, Jimmy. And actually, you know what? Why don't we, if he wants to, why don't y'all get a video of him doing a Grand Marshal? We'll put it on the stream. It'll be a part of the stream. You know, having the drivers start their engines.
That would be awesome.
So
yeah, let's do it.
If y'all could get that to us, we will definitely do that, and we'll put it on stream and let him be a part of the stream.
Uncle D, that's you.
Got it.
There you go, Dustin. Get it to us.
Take care of
Make it happen.
You bet. They are double file, looking ready to go back green with 5 to go. To paint the pit strategy, only 2 came down to pit road to take tires. So talking about 15th and 16th place will be on tires. Everybody else will be on varying strategies, but at least 15 lap old tires. Kind of a neutral playing ground now.
Absolutely. 43 is looking to take the restart, and he is gone. He is checked out at the restart. And is there going to be any catching him We shall find out. The 663 did a good job of hanging on to second place, and the 20 is going to look to the bottom. He touched the apron just a little bit, slides the car up, but here comes that 8. He is looking to the inside of the 16 of Joe Robert. He's trying to get a fender in there, and he does. He's riding a low line, keep that car on the bottom, and make the pass. Is he going to be able to make the slide job coming out of turn 4? Yes, he is. He's got the position. Now he's going to have his sights set on the 20 as they come across the start-finish line with only 4 laps to go. Will we see a caution? Nobody knows, but 8 is right there on the bumper of the 20 coming out of turn 2. And what you seeing out there, Dustin?
I saw the 20 car throw a block there. The 8 looked to make it 3 wide on that initial restart, and saw the 20 throw a heck of a block. And then he repeated it the next lap. So if I'm the 8 car, I'm starting to grow a little bit impatient with that left quarter panel of the 20 as we see the 8 change of plan, move to the top to into 1.
Yeah, he can't block the 8 and the 16 at the same time, but he's going to try. Oh, the 8 is going to try maybe a little crossover. Nope, he tucks in behind the 20 and uses a little bit of draft to catch back up. There he goes to the apron. Oh, he gives a nudge to the 20, gets him a little bit loose, and the 20 is going around.
That 20, like I said, he was getting really wide, even down that back straightaway.
Yellow flag is out.
He got really wide. Oh, he did wipe out Mark, though.
Oh, no. Nah. Well, let's take a
Mark
look.
Collins, nowhere to go.
Let's take a look and see from Mark's point of view. There you see Mark Collins. There you see the 20 coming into the screen. Oh, Jesus. I know he's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. Well, Mark Collins got the...
Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'd say it's probably the least of his problems at this point.
Yeah. Well, he has no front bumper, but he is still mobile. So,
He does have that meatball flag, though. That'll probably end Mark Collins' night. He'll have at least 8 minutes of required, unless he still has a quick repair, which he may.
all right, I called 14. You called 15, and DP said Calix should take 12. Call one less than we did.
We're already at 13. I'm not taking 12.
Or 13, because I called 14.
Yeah, there you go.
So you should.
That's
so
really the last choice left. We're not getting to 16.
No.
Actually, they have. I'm seeing it on my screen now. They have 4 attempts at green, white, checkered, so they could
Wow.
get to that 16 or even 17. Well, I guess not. I guess it would just be the end of the race at that point. So 16 would be the max.
All right.
So
here's one thing. I mean, the 8 is right there, but he's going to be starting on the outside of Joe Roberts. We've seen him use the bumper. Will he use it again?
I think the bumper was called for. I think it was asked for on that one. I haven't seen the 8 do anything overly aggressive to anybody who didn't maybe have it coming. I don't know Justin Lawson, so you don't really want to make an enemy out of somebody I don't know. But I mean that's kind of one of those you play with fire, sometimes you get burnt kind of situations.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like I said, I don't know Chris Muth either. I
Looks
just
like
know what
he
I've
said
seen
in the
him do.
chat that it's his bad.
Wait, where?
The driver chat, Chris Muth. My bad, 20.
Oh, I have driver chat muted right now, so I didn't see it.
Yeah, I got mine. Don't have my driver chat up. Let's see. We got Darren Weeks out there saying, "Let's go 8. Let's go, cuz." Spice saying he doesn't have the skill. No. Well,
Or
yeah, my pick is out. He got a bumper.
his pick played to fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, by Callie's pick. Callie and Richard are fighting. They don't know why.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jeremy stole the 43 from me, so I went to the 663.
Which he
He
has
says
been
with
really
3 to go.
running a really good race, but with the 43 having control of the restarts, I don't know if he's going to have what it takes because 663 is on older tires than the 43, and you have the 16 right there along with the 8. It's going to be a battle to the end.
Yeah, the way we've seen these restarts work, the way the leader has just absolutely taken off, whether it just be the jump that they're getting given they dictate the start, or maybe there's a little more grip in that inside line, less wheel spin down there, could be playing a role or a part in it. But the way you've seen him squirt out, just take off from the field, I don't see second or third place getting to them without a mistake made by that 43 car.
Which we've seen him make one mistake, and that sent him to the back, and he worked his way back up to the front. And that's the only mistake that I've seen him make as far as driver error. So, we shall see. The pace car lights are out. We're about to go back green, and I think Callie should give the driver interviews just so people know she's in here.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I'll take care of that.
Oh, awesome. Good. She agreed to something. Holy crap.
She's gonna be good at it too. I'm talking her up again.
All right, here we go. The pace car, pace car is off the
Ooh.
track, and there he goes. The 663 did not get a bad restart that time, so the 43 did not get as good of a jump as he has been. The 8 was definitely helping push the outside line, and here comes Joe Roberts. He's going to try to work to the inside, but the 663 is going to cut him off as they come out of turn 2. Don't spin the car, boys, because we only have 2 laps to go. The 43 is looking for that final lap to get here, and it can't get here fast enough. 8 is got the 63 under fire. Oh, contact between the 63 and the 8, and he's going to lose a little bit of momentum. There goes the 43. He gets into Tarek Wells.
Did he,
or 48.
did he take the white?
Yes.
No, he did not take the white.
Oh my!
We have another green-white checkered.
Oh, I know Derek is a cussing because that probably gave him a little bit of damage. But let's go back and see that instant replay.
Take a look. On instant replay.
Oh, there's that 43. It just gets loose. Oh, but Derek keeps. Oh, there goes the 44 again. He's going to mow the grass.
Oh, that 48, man. The only mistake I saw him make, every time he got a little out of shape, he saved it, he'd bring it back. He was very in control. Man, you throw a little caution to the wind when you're looking at the white flag waving.
Watch this 44. He just bolts around it. He just yanked that wheel left. There he goes. Wham! And goes through the grass.
He said, nope, not today.
Not today. Comes back on the track, misses the 92, very close to the 92, but awesome save. I don't
That's a
think I have
race saver.
that quick. I don't think I have that quick of reflexes. So, good job.
No. Yeah, I'd have ate that guy up. That was a solid job. All right, we're at 14 cautions, Richard. I think this is where it ends. To be honest, I think they get it together and get the finish in on this restart.
I thought they had it last time, and I was pretty sure they were going to get there.
Yeah, I thought that 43 crossed the line before the contact happened, but there is a spin behind as well. I didn't notice that before. Another lawnmower down there. Yeah, just before he got to the line, that caution lights came on. Derek's coming down pit road now to, I assume, fix some damage. Damage must have been pretty severe, though, for him to give up a top 5 to come get it repaired. Oh, yeah, I see now he also had a meatball. He had that required repairs that he had to come down, essentially black flagged by NASCAR to repair damages.
So Ryan in that 663 has 55 laps in on this one. How many laps can they go on gas? Do we know?
There's 13 gallons in the tank with their partial fuel that they take. Typically on a mile and a half, you're burning 0.33 a lap. So quick math tells me this isn't very quick on the math.
I won't pick on you for that.
Yeah, I don't know how he's gone that far, because that doesn't make sense.
I mean, there's been a lot of caution laps, but that's a lot of laps.
Yeah, I am seeing 56 laps for a couple of these guys. They ought to be running on fumes. Definitely.
They can't take another green, white, checkered.
They've got to be close. Anyway, they are double filed, ready to restart. Seems we may have lost Richard.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was muted. Damn it.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, the only other one that's on the same strategy is going to be the 92. He's on the same strategy as the
663.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. They've got to be running on fumes by now. I mean, 39 laps, green flag laps would be the limit. As we see the 43 take off again, 663 trying to hold on to that outside of the 16 as they go off into turn 1. 43 driving really cautiously on entry. 663 sent it, almost got to his outside. Great run out of the corner by the 663. He will clear the 16 into turn 3. 2 car lengths back of the leader as they come through 3 and 4, coming to the white flag. See if they can keep it clean to get it that far and take the white. Contact between the 16 and the 663. They do take the white flag. This race will be official, Richard.
Yeah, that 16 was trying to move the 663 out of his way. He knows he is on older tires. Does the 663 have enough gas is what we're wondering. I believe he does as they're coming into 3 and 4. It is a 3-way battle for second position, second and third. Oh, here comes Double O Joe on the apron just a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of momentum, but here it comes. Oh, the 8 is off track, mowing grass again. And your winner is going to be the 43 with Ryan in second place and Joe Robert in third. Finish out the top 10. You're going to have Joe Bennett taking fourth. Pretty good finish for him, up 17 positions. Dana Shepard in that 44 after all the chaos that he's been involved in. He's going to be in fifth. Justin Lawson there is my pick to win the race. Made it back up to the sixth position. Christopher Muth is in seventh. Eighth is going to be Paul in at 33. Ninth is going to be Zeth Holly, Mark Collins for 10th.
What a race. See bumping and banging there on pit road post-race. between the 00 and the 55 and the 45. I don't know if this is just buddies being buddies or if there's some depth to it.
Well, and as you can see, they are burning it down.
We're going to have to talk to Kevin about burnouts in the grass. You got to keep that up on the pavement.
And let's see.
A wild race, guys. Wild race.
Hello, Jeremy.
I just parked it with about 20 to go. I was done for.
And
That was a pretty challenging car track combination.
It is. And the longer you run on your tires, the better your car gets.
Interesting.
What was your excuse there?
My steering ratio was all shot to crap.
Oh, did you knock your toe out early?
No, the steering ratio actual.
Just picked the wrong steering ratio.
Yep.
All right, looks like we got our third place finisher in the waiting room. Let's bring him up, and Miss Callie will give him his minute of fame.
Hey, Joe, are you with us? Joe, do you have a copy?
I do. Hello.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I didn't expect it to go this well at Nashville. Ran a lot of practice today, and oh man, that was the most stressful I've ever. That was the most stressful race I've ever had. The car felt like it was on a razor's edge the entire race. Felt like I was driving on water. I mean, I'm happy. Typically I'm not, too happy with third or second because, I always want to win. But, I'll take a third and run with it today because
Absolutely.
it's a stressful race.
Can't blame you for that.
Yeah.
So, what was that? Sorry.
I was just going to say the 43, and he was in another country today. I mean, he was running so good.
He really was. He was fast.
Well, Joe,
I think I'm having trouble hearing you.
Joe, you ran a pretty good race, man, with the third place finish. Can't ask for anything. Can't ask for a better run. That 43 was just, a very dominant car tonight. But third place, man, the floor is yours. You're open to give those shout outs.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, good job on the 43 today. He ran an amazing race. 8 car was giving me a bunch of trouble too. I mean, so was the 20. I mean, they were all running great. Had a chance at the 663 at the end, but fortunately just didn't have the ability to get a run on you. But yeah, shout out to Jeremy, who was very nice to have in the voice chat with me. He kept me calm because this race was incredibly stressful. Shout out to Diz and Spice, who heard giving me the little encouragement in the chat. So, very thankful for that. And, yeah, just shout out to Numb Thumbs for putting this on, and you guys for having a good broadcast today. But, yeah, overall, had a good week. First in ARCA, third in sprints, and third in this. So, can't ask for too much better.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to let you get back down to those guys, and you can celebrate that third place finish, and we're going to bring up second place.
Yeah, he ran me pretty good.
Yeah, you tried to use the bumper, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually hit these cars pretty good in the rear. They don't spin out like they would, like our car would, for example.
Yeah. All right, Joe. Well, we catch you next time. Let's bring up our second place finisher.
See you next time. Hopefully it's a first.
Oh,
see you.
Did I send the? Yes, I did. Damn it. Hold on. I sent the wrong person down. Sorry. All right, let's bring Ryan.
Welcome back, Callie.
Let's bring Ryan back. Ryan, this is Richard, Callie, and Dustin up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Take it away,
Hey,
Callie.
Ryan. Hey, Ryan. How was your night?
It was pretty good. I didn't expect to finish up there at all. Struggling practice.
You look pretty fast there at the end.
Yeah, I think I started to figure it out a little bit. The car was really loose on the bottom for me for some reason, but yeah.
Did you worry at all about fuel?
I was for a little bit when everyone pitted and I didn't. Uh, but the cautions kind of saved me there.
Yeah, there were enough of those there at the end, thank goodness, right?
Yeah.
Well, who'd you like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Docket, the guys at Nexus Esports, always helping me. You guys for a great broadcast as usual, and this league.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping into the booth. Congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
Great job, Ryan.
All right. Well, that brings us to the winner of the race in that number 43. I think that's a Red Bull ride. Kevin.
Yes, it is.
Kevin, congratulations tonight.
Thank you, thank you.
Looks like you were consistently one of the fastest cars the whole race.
Yeah, there was a couple points, especially when the 20 passed me, where I don't know why the car fell off. The settings were all the same. Brake bias. I think those track temps were moving around a lot, and towards the end, it started to cool off, which definitely kept everybody closer to me. But beginning of the race, when the track temp was up there, it was once you got on the bottom, once you got in a groove, it was pretty quick.
That's awesome. So you don't know something that the rest of us missed or anything?
I think I just got my brake bias down, my steering ratio down, and figured out how to turn the car. I mean, first couple laps of any run or after a caution, getting the tire temps up was the biggest thing. I was
Right.
really loose in the first 5 to 10 laps, but once after that 10 laps, it was like the car came to me. Still loose in some spots, but not as terrible.
That
I
seems
just
to
want
be
to
the
chime in real
common.
quick, Callie. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Kevin, when you mentioned brake bias, I know these are fixed setups, correct, in this league?
Yes,
Now, can you adjust the master cylinders or just the bias?
just the bias.
Okay. All right. That's it. Tech question. Carry on, Callie.
Well, that's definitely over my head. So any more tech questions they're going to have to handle. All right, Kevin. Well, who do you have to thank for us tonight?
Man, I got to thank you guys and everybody who puts this league on. This has been fun. I also want to thank all the guys over at Stonks, my other team that I race with. They've been helping me out. Curtis, AJ, Colin. Those guys have been a huge help to me in recent months.
Awesome. That's good. All right. Well, congratulations tonight. It was fun to watch.
Oh, thank you guys. This was fun.
Absolutely.
I was going to get those wins. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to send you back down to your chat. What chat were you in there, Kevin?
Just toss me anywhere.
All right, general chat 2 it is.
See ya.
I think I cut him off. I didn't mean to, Kevin. Sorry about that. Well, that was definitely a really good race, and I definitely enjoyed having both of you in the booth. I mean, Dustin, you're definitely knowledgeable at these tracks with these cars. So, thank you for, coming in. Callie, we hope that you will join us again. It's definitely good to have somebody different in the booth, definitely both of you. So come back and, join us again. Any race, anytime that you want to, just let us know. You're in the Discords now, so if y'all want to join us for a race, you're more than welcome to it. I do want to say, get that video to me, and we're going to have a Grand Marshal video made. If y'all can make that Grand Marshal video, we'll put it on the stream for these guys to start their engines too.
That's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Not a problem. Well, I'm going to shut it down for the night. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Hope that y'all encourage Callie and Dustin to come back and join us. But on behalf of me, Jeremy, Southern Broadcasting Racing Network, we want to we hope that y'all have a good night and y'all be safe out there. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow night.
Good night, guys.